Hello and welcome back to the Cataclysm. Vormithrax here. This is episode number 131 of our Let's Play tutorial for Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And we are about to embark on some self-surgery. Make ourselves a bigger, better, newer man. So we've got a lot of CBMs to install, and last episode we kind of went through the various procedures and information-wise. Now we're actually going to try to get it done. So let's see what we can manage. We've got some pretty high-tech CBMs, so I think we're going to need to push our skills a little higher. So we are going to take advantage of the coffee and Adderall and such. But first we've got to get our painkiller threshold up above 10, so let's go ahead and give it a try. Alright. First thing, let's take 2 poppy painkillers. Then we're going to wait 30 minutes. Let's see how our percentage is doing. We're at 9. Wait another 5. Now we're at 10. I think we need to be at 11. So hopefully we don't need to take another one. We'll give it a try with 10. So we're going to go ahead and use our... Oops, we're going to eat our coffee. Yes, and we're going to have an Adderall, and we're going to smoke a cigar. Alright, we got our intelligence up to 20, so I think it went from 16 to, oh, now it's 21. 16 to 21, that's a pretty good jump, so that'll help us out. Now let's see if we can get these installed. Okay, we're just going to do a bunch of the power storage CBMs first. 92% of the threshold. It'll take 0 minutes for the painkillers you've taken to achieve 0. Alright, let's see here. I think we might have to take one more. So apparently you have to be over 10. You have to be 11. And we've got a stimulant overdose. Exciting. Let's take one more poppy painkiller. I didn't really want to. And we'll let a little more time pass. Check our number. Still at painkiller 10. Wait 5 minutes. There we go. Painkiller 12. And let's start storing some power storage CBMs. These don't take up any slots or anything like that. They'll just increment up the amount of power you can hold, so you can have an unlimited number of these without any interface problems. And these are also one of the easiest ones to install, so that 1% number, don't get used to seeing that. Alright, we're just about done with these super easy ones. There we go. And if we look here, I think we might have wasted that first one because we didn't have the painkiller threshold up enough, but we're at 2100. So if anyone was going to get wasted, that was one of those. Alright, next up, let's do... Oof. Railgun is the one I'm most excited about. Please let this one install correctly. Alright, we got the railgun installed. I can't wait to see what our throwing knives do when we've got a railgun installed. Alright, so we got that one done. Let's do... internal storage should be pretty easy. That gets us, 11%. That gets us 2 liters of free storage capacity in our chest cavity. And we'll do the anti-glare compensators. Got those in. Battery system, alarm system, blood analysis. I'm not going to bother with a cranial flashlight. I'm not real sure I can find a use for that electromagnetic unit. The enhanced memory banks are useful when you're playing with skill rust on, where if you're not using a skill actively, it decays, and you have to relearn to level it back up again. I'm not playing with that on, so that's not useful. Internal chronometer, it's an alarm clock basically. I I can go without that. Internal furnace, though, that one maybe. Joint torsion, definitely. So, got that one installed. Alright, let's do the real big ones. Probability travel, teleportation, and time dilation. These ones I'm expecting some numbers. Yep, 19%. Alright, we got probability travel. Teleportation's 11. We got that. Time dilation, 19 again. Okay, we got all the big ones in. Weather reader, sure. What the heck. This one just gives you basically makes your finger a lighter. It's not really a flamethrower like an offensive combat weapon so much as just a way of starting fires with your fingers. Internal furnace. I need to look at that one. I think that one I can burn things in an internal furnace to give me energy. Sure. I think we might be done. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Eh. Sure, throw it in there. Alright, we're done. We have successfully completed self-surgery a bunch of times. Didn't fail on any of them. We had pushed everything up pretty high. Int 21 is fairly rare. That's mostly because of these stats through skills that I'm running, the mod. Whereas you level up your skills, you occasionally get a bump in one of the attached statistics. And between that and the drugs and such that I took, we got that really jacked up high. 21's pretty high. And then we have fairly high skills as well, which made those fairly successful. Alright, now we have to see if we have to deal with any consequences. So it's going to be a matter of coming down from the stimulants and overdose and making sure we don't become addicted to anything. So we'll probably just kind of tool around here in the base for a little bit and see if that stuff wears off. Let's go ahead and grab these, throw them back in the vehicle. We might be able to use them for other things at some other time. Alright. And let's check our bionics list. So hitting P brings up the bionics list. We've got 10 active bionics and we have 4 passive bionics. The passives always provide their benefits. You don't have to turn them on or off or anything like that. So you hit an exclamation point as it notes up in this section. You can hit exclamation point to get details. So internal storage space inside your chest cavity. 2 extra liters of volume. Anti-glare compensators. They negate glare penalties, protect you from bright flashes, and protect your eyes from welding. So we no longer need welding glasses. Don't have to worry about glare during bright sunlight, things like that. Joint torsion ratchet lets our limbs and the mechanical motion of movement and walking actually generate power, and it'll slowly charge up our power. And then the internal chronometer, it's just an atomic clock, ensuring you'll always know the current time, and it has a silent alarm clock function that'll wake us up when we want to if we go to sleep. So, what I was talking about with regards to the interface is this list here. See, I've already gotten down pretty far, so I've only got a few, maybe 5 more I could install without maybe having problems with what I can view on this list. It's kind of what I was worried about, so definitely if you have that possibility as an issue, don't install stuff you're not really going to need. But with a smaller font size, it also might not be a problem, so I just don't think there's a way of scrolling this list. So once you see the bottom, once you get to the bottom, that's all you're going to see. Alright, I don't anticipate throwing a whole bunch more on this character for the tutorial, so I wanted to at least get this much done so people could see the process, understand how it works, and see the interface options. And we got some pretty good ones. Railgun's the one I'm most excited about. The optical dampers are kind of interesting. Now I don't need blindfold, so I can turn off and on the optical dampers. Battery system, battery draining attachment. Thus can make use of the energy contained in normal everyday batteries. I'm wondering if I can battery drain my mini reactor. Do I want to try to do that? Huh. Or is this just off of standard batteries? Use E to consume batteries, can be toggled off and on. I think that's just for the normal everyday batteries. There's a different one, I forget the name of it, that you can use jumper cables to, I think, pull energy off of larger devices. What kind of battery supply do I have? I haven't been using standard batteries much lately, so let's take a look here. All find batteries. We got 8,400 batteries. Well, let's grab 1,000 or 2,000. So inventory, let's grab 2,000 batteries. Alright, and we can see there we've got 2,000 batteries. Bring this up. Battery system on. Guess I should pay attention to that screen. So use E to consume batteries. So I can just use the eat function, and now batteries are on the list, and I can gain 2,000 energy. Sure, go ahead. There we go. We now have 2,000 power. So we jump from 24 to 2,024. And that's out of our maximum allowed of 2110. I'm not sure where that 10 came from, but so we got a little bit more. You can see as I'm walking, the joint torsion ratchet is slowly leveling that up. It's interesting. It says I feel tired, but I don't have the tired message. I'm not going to try to sleep while we've got stimulants and stimulant overdose going on. I'm not going to use cough syrup or any other means, so we're just going to do some things until we get rid of that. Probably have to sleep, and then we will declare it a success. Actually, it says I'm tired. There's not much else I'm going to be doing. Let's go ahead and see if it'll let me go to sleep. That'll be a quick way of testing this and getting rid of the negative effects. Nope, try to sleep, but you can't. Lots of you feel tired messages. Alright, I'm sure that's a consequence of the various drugs I've been using. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to do on the vehicle we can do in the meantime. Can't think of anything. What can I do in the meantime? I've got everything loaded up. I don't want to start driving while I've got these drugs in my system. Let's take a look for some books. I know there's at least a couple other books I can read right now. That's the survival skill, so we'll do that one. Survival and first aid were the other ones that I remember being big ones that I wanted to get done. So I'll turn the aisle lights on. And I can't quite see the book pile from there. I can see it from here, so I can see at least the information. So cutting, I got another survival. Whoops, that one's funner. So we're going to go grab the autobiography of the mountain man. That has a fun factor of +1 versus -3. And the same amount of read time, so that's definitely going to be better. And the rest of this, I don't care so much about. Maybe I'll get shotguns up as well. Autobiography and shotguns. Let's drop this one back in the pile. Grab autobiography, shotguns, and submachine gun too. Alright, let's turn off the aisle lights for now. And just turn on the dome light. That doesn't take nearly as much energy. And we will read our... There, turn on the stereo as well. Now, we will read that one. So we're at 6 currently, so we got a couple levels worth. So this should burn enough time to check our stats. Alright, we've got painkillers 9, no other status effects. So far I think we've gotten out scot-free even with the addictive personality trait, so I think that will just continue to wear off, and as soon as it's gone, I will consider it a successful installation of a big old fistful of bionics. So we hit survival 7. Let's go ahead and read again, get this thing finished off. Here we go. Now we got survival 8. And now we are hungry, thirsty, and tired, and the painkillers is almost gone. I think that book is useless to us now, but we'll keep it for now. Alright, let's have a drink of water. Step over one, get some food. We'll have the pizza. And let's go sleep off the rest of it. And we'll just toss our cigarette butt on the ground, our cigar butts. Down we go. Not going to worry about the alarm. It's 6 a.m. We're going to sleep through most of the day anyway. At this point, don't really care. Just want to make sure we wake up without any negative effects, and we will be successful in our bionics installation. There we go. We survived it. I was pretty worried about doing this with the addictive personality, but we got some really good bionics installed. The railgun's the one I'm most excited to try out. I want to toss some of my throwing knives while the railgun is activated. Here's the information on it. So power usage 1 PU or power unit per turn, 1 power unit to activate it. It's currently off. EM field generators in your arms double the range and damage of thrown iron and steel objects at a cost of 1 power per throw, causing them to leave a trail of electricity that can cause additional damage. That sounds awesome. I want to flip that thing on and just start tossing steel knives all over the place and see what happens. So I'm looking forward to trying that one out especially. And then I've never tried these. I think I had a teleportation unit once, but I didn't get much use out of it at the time. I don't think I've ever had a time dilation unit installed, so I'm not too sure what the dangers of rapid movement and violent movement are there. So those are going to be pretty interesting. And then a weather reader. All right, let's go ahead and turn that weather reader on. I'm just kind of curious. Temperature is 30 degrees Fahrenheit, relative humidity 74, pressure 98 kPa, wind speed of 0, and feels like 30 degrees. All right. Snowing in 30, so it tells us exactly. I'm not sure, is that thing burning power? I'm gaining as I'm moving around, so even with the weather unit on. Oh, I think it just blips off and on. So it blips on, gives you the forecast, and then blips off again. Alright, and then the furnace. When this bionic is active, you can burn nearly any organic material as fuel using E, recharging your power level. Some materials are burned better than others. I don't remember which, if they mean sticks and wood and logs. I assume that's what they mean. It's been a while since I had an internal furnace, so I'm not sure what the optimal organic material is to use for that. We'll kind of see. Maybe I can burn corpses for fuel. That'd be kind of fun. Okay, we have managed to successfully do the installation. I'm carrying around this optical cloak just as a reminder that we have one. I want to give it a test at some point, but let's drop off some other stuff here. So we'll kind of stand in the middle of my major inventory piles, make this our inventory, and I want... Let's see, that's the tools, so we'll throw the scalpel and syringe in the tools pile. That's our food pile, coffee's going in there. And our drugs pile, Adderall, cigar, morphine, poppy painkillers, and tramadol. Actually, I'm going to keep some of the tramadol, just in case I need a heavier hit while I'm out and about. Okay. Now that I'm done moving large volumes of stuff around, let's also get rid of these backpacks I'm carrying. So this one I've got 37 out of 62, and the second one is at 20. So we'll go ahead and use this one to store the rucksack and the backpack. What's making noise? Oh, I've got the stereo running still. So turn off the stereo, turn off the dome lights. How's our energy doing? Still 100%. So yeah, especially during the daytime, our solar arrays, the multiple solar arrays, more than keep up with the random gear, the random stuff we've got turned on. So everything's looking really, really good. Alright, so let's wield our steel spear. Alright, so we got the spear and the throwing knives on our gear over here. I added a holster with the RM232 pistol. That's that flechette pistol. We've got canteens, we've got the Glock magazine for the Glock in our ankle holster. We've got the RM88 battle rifle with 250 rounds over our shoulder. We've got a sheath with our combat knife in it. I do want to actually double check. That is one thing I forgot about. Activate the combat knife. 19 butchering. I think a full-on butchering knife is 25 butchering. And actually, do I have an underbarrel attachment on my battle rifle? I think I'm already using the underbarrel for something. Yeah, I've got a laser sight, so I can't put the combat knife as a attachment on that, as a bayonet, which is fine. Do I want to make a full-on butcher knife? Tool with hammering, tool with chiseling, and it's telling me I don't have them nearby. Really? Is that because I've got my toolbox down here? Probably. That would be why. So apparently it's not liking the toolbox being down here in regards to having the tools available for crafting. Do I need the butcher knife though? 25 butchering quality. It's really important for if I go to butcher zombies for their CBMs to have the highest butchering quality you can. Oh, I do have a butcher knife already, so let's just grab that and we'll keep it on the outside in our go box along with the optical cloak. Alright, so between these two I've got pretty much everything I need. So I was reviewing my gear. Alright, everything's fully repaired. I haven't got it all reinforced. We may look into that now that I've got the welder hooked up to the massive electricity pile that is my RV. So now I can come in here, I can activate this, use the welding rig, repair, and then pick what I want to repair. So if I try to repair the light gloves, repeat, and you have reinforced it. Awesome. Use the rig, repair. Sure, what the heck. And it's also done. Use the rig, repair. And now that is maxed out. You can see how powerful this becomes pretty quickly. Use the scrap metal. I don't think I can actually repair the dragon skin vest. Cannot repair this type of item, so the dragon skin I threw on because it's the dragon skin vest, it's pretty low encumbrance, and my torso encumbrance was sitting at a fairly low number to begin with, but it adds 2 and 5 and a little bit of warmth, so I figured why not. We'll throw it on. It's got 85 coverage, and between that and the survivor suit, that gets us a pretty good amount of protection for 32. So all the rest of the stuff is kind of stacking up for additional encumbrance values, but the thermal electric will take off when it's not winter anymore. You can see here we're sitting at nice comfortable levels for temperature. We've got pretty solid protection on all our various locations. So all in all, things are looking good. Okay, I think I'm going to end the episode here, just a few minutes earlier than usual, but I'm kind of out of things to do for the moment. We'll top off our food and water. Actually, it's almost 6 p.m. I think what I'll do is, let's go ahead and get something to eat and drink, and then I'm going to take some cough syrup, go to sleep, and it'll be morning time, and we'll be all set to make our first part of our trip south. So get out of the way. We'll have some more. I gotta stop eating the smoked foods and that. I gotta start using some of this other stuff. Do I want to make some more pemmican? Let's go ahead and make some more pemmican. Out of dehydrated meat, of course, and dehydrated fruit, and use the hot plate. Alright. And even after the repairs and welding, you could see we were still at almost max, or it regened up to max, so awesome, awesome. Loving this vehicle and this base. So let's go ahead and eat some pemmican. Really good food if you can make it. And take some more hits of water. Alright, we're full and slaked. I'm going to need... I got to stop running down to that base. I don't need to run down there. Alright, grab... Go and grab that bottle of cough syrup and swap with you. Alright, so we're tucked up in our nice protective vehicle, and in the chair here I've just got some items. I got a blanket, a pillow, earplugs, and a blindfold. Don't really need them any longer, but just in case, they're there. I do want to activate my optical dampers. That makes me blind. Then we are going to consume some cough syrup. You feel very sleepy, and we are going to sleep. And you try to sleep, but you can't. That's funny. Thought you said I was sleepy. Not gonna let me. Well, I want to sleep, but I don't want to get hooked on cough syrup right before we take off. We'll try one more dose since the effect is worn off. Nope, not gonna let me. Alright, it's gonna be pesky. We'll just call it right here for the moment. I think what I'll do is I'll, off camera, go ahead and pass the time. There's nothing else really to do, so when we come back next episode, I'm going to hop into the scout vehicle first, and we will make our way south. It is time for the move, so we'll just head due south. I think for the first stop, I'll leave the scout vehicle... I'm not going to go too far initially. I'll stop like right here, right on this road. Just to see how the leapfrogging process works. Actually, this is all off-road. I don't want to be riding the bike through all this. I'm not sure. We'll see. But next episode, we're going to get moving south. I'll have everything ready to go. We'll do the scout vehicle first. It takes the lead, make sure the route is clear. Then we hop out, grab the bike if we've got a handy road, and we bike ride back to the big vehicle, drive it down, and then switch vehicles again, and we just keep leapfrogging our way down. It's just the two vehicles, and I'm going to pretty much keep these two vehicles forever. They are just really, really well set up and geared for what I want to do and how I want to travel. So the mobile base will be just that. We'll park it in the middle of a new area we want to kind of investigate, and then we'll hop in our travel vehicle, and we'll use that to run around and do errands and run stuff over and all that good stuff. And we can bring it back to our mobile base, unload it, and get it repaired there if we need to. So that's kind of the plan, and I hope to see you next episode. As always, please like, comment, subscribe. Really important to do that. It does help raise the channel awareness and brings new people to the channel when they do searches through Google. So please support me in that way. And then also I've got my Discord channel link below. Be happy for you to visit there if you want to chat about the game. Got a growing community of people there. We're having some fun, and I try to keep everybody apprised of what I'm going to do there. So you're welcome anytime. Hope to see you next episode. Have a great day. Bye-bye.